Hello students, today we will start first chapter reproduction in organism. So what is the meaning of reproduction? Reproduction means reproduction. Okay, means again, production means to produce. When organism produces new organism again and again, that is known as reproduction. Understand? Reproduction means the production of young ones of its own kind is known as reproduction. Why organisms reproduce? They want to maintain their species on earth. That is why they need reproduction. So now we know that what is reproduction? Reproduction means production of new organisms again and again. That is reproduction. Next topic is lifespan. What is lifespan? Lifespan is a time period from birth to natural death. Okay, it is a time period from birth to natural death that is known as lifespan. Lifespan of an organism have different variety. For example, cicada and mayfly have 1 day lifespan, elephant have 60 to 90 year lifespan, butterfly have 1 to 2 weeks lifespan, crow have 15 years lifespan, dog have 20 to 30 years lifespan, horse have 60 years lifespan, fruit fly have 2 weeks lifespan, monkey have 26 years lifespan, people plant have 2000 to 3000 year lifespan. So we can say that different organisms have different lifespan. So now we know that what is lifespan. Lifespan is a time period from birth to natural death. Okay. So whatever be the lifespan, death of every organism is sure. That is, no individual is immortal except single-celled organism. In case of single-celled organism, parent cell divides to form two daughter cells. Then daughter cell again grow and then they again divide to form new individual. So in case of single-cell organism, no natural death takes place. Size of parrot and crow is almost same, but their lifespan show great difference. Parrot's lifespan is 140 years, whereas crow lifespan is 15 years. Okay, so this is a lifespan of parrot and this is a lifespan of crow. So we can say that size is not essential for lifespan. So we concluded that size is not essential for lifespan. So now we know that what is lifespan. Every organism have to face 4 stages of lifespan. These 4 stages are also known as 4 phases of lifespan. These are juvenility or juvenile phase. Second one is maturity phase. Third is aging and senescence. And last phase is death. So what is juvenility phase? It is a first stage, and in this stage organisms prepare themselves to reproduce, and in this stage they develop reproductive organs. Okay, so this is the first stage. Important point is that the first stage is juvenility phase, and here organisms prepare themselves to reproduce, okay, and they develop reproductive organs. Second stage is maturity stage. Here organisms start reproducing, okay, and the third stage is aging and senescence. First we will talk about aging stage. What is aging stage? Aging means progressive deterioration in the body of organism. It means that slowly the body of an organism start decaying. Okay, this is aging. Next is last. What is senescence? Last or terminal irreversible stage of aging is known as senescence. So last stage of aging is known as senescence. Last or it is irreversible. Okay. Next is death. What is death? Death is stoppage of all vital activities of the body of an organism is known as death. Vital activities means stoppage of beating of heart, okay, stop working of different organs of body of an organism, okay, causes death. So important point is that each and every organism have to face 4 stages or 4 phases of lifespan. These are juvenility phase, then maturity phase, then aging and senescence phase, and then death. Now What is the purpose of reproduction? First is continuity of species on earth. Second is population organization, then variations, then life. Reproduction helps in continuity of species on earth. If organism will not reproduce, then they will not be able to maintain their species on earth for a longer period. Okay, so reproduction helps in continuity of species. Then is population organization. Reproduction helps in population organization, means it helps in maintenance of population of young, adult and aged person. Next is variations. Reproduction also induces variation in generation, and the useful variations helps in adaptations and evolution. So reproduction also causes variations, and the useful variations helps in adaptation and evolution also. Next is life. Life exists on earth only due to reproduction. Okay, if no reproduction takes place, then no life exists on earth. So these are the basic purpose of reproduction. First is continuity of species, then is population organization, then is variations, and then is life. So what are the basic features of reproduction? First, what will happen? RNA and DNA synthesis takes place. Okay, first RNA synthesized, then DNA synthesized. When RNA synthesized, it forms protein. When DNA synthesized, or we can say that DNA replication takes place and forms its two copies. Both proteins and DNA copies helps in nuclear division. Okay, when nuclear divides, cell division also takes place. When cell divides, it forms reproductive units. If reproductive units are gametes, then they fuse and forms new organism. If reproductive units are spores, then they directly grows to form new organism. Okay, so these are the basic features of reproduction. So on the basis of participation of one organism or two organisms, the process of we divide reproduction into two types. On the basis of participation of one organism or two organisms, reproduction is divided into two types. First type is asexual reproduction and second is sexual reproduction. So what is asexual reproduction? In asexual reproduction, only single parent is involved. Okay, or spores are produced. In this type of reproduction, only one parent is required, or single parent can form spores. Okay, and spores directly develop to form new organism. Here no formation and fusion of gametes takes place, and the organisms which are produced by asexual reproduction, they are identical to their parents. That is why they are known as clones. Let me repeat it again. On the basis of participation of one organism or two organisms, that is, one organism is participating in reproduction or two organisms are participating in reproduction. Reproduction is divided into, on the basis of that, reproduction is divided into two types. First one is asexual reproduction and second one is sexual reproduction. In case of asexual reproduction, only one parent is required. Okay, and parent produces spores which directly grows to form new organism. Okay, and in this process no formation of gametes and fusion of gametes takes place, and the organism which are formed by this process, they are morphologically and genetically identical to their parents, and they are known as clones. So clones are formed by the process of asexual reproduction. What are clones? Clones are just identical to their parents. So what are clones? Clones are produced by asexual reproduction, where only one parent is required, and clones are morphologically and genetically similar to their parents. Okay, they are morphologically and genetically similar to their parents, and they are formed by asexual reproduction. What are the characteristics of asexual reproduction? First is uniparental. Uni means one. Uni means one. It means only one parent is required. Uniparental. Asexual reproduction is uniparental, means only one parent is required. No fertilization takes place. No, here only mitosis takes place. Asexual reproduction takes place only by mitosis. No meiosis takes place. Okay, it is a rapid process than sexual reproduction. Here, due to the absence of meiosis, no variations takes place. Here, no meiosis is seen. That is why no variations takes place in asexual reproduction. And the organisms which are produced by asexual reproductions are clones. Clones mean they are morphologically and genetically similar to their parents. So let me revise it again. What are clones? Clones are produced by asexual reproduction and they are morphologically and genetically similar to their parents. Okay, and asexual reproduction's characteristics are they are uniparental, means only one parent is required. No fertilization, no fusion of gametes takes place, no formation of gametes takes place in this process. Only mitosis takes place, no meiosis takes place. It is a rapid process. No variation takes place due to the absence of meiosis, and clones are formed by the process of asexual reproduction. Types of, now we will study about types of asexual reproduction. So how many types are there? First is, we divide asexual reproduction into different types. First is fission, then budding, then fragmentation, regeneration and sporulation. Okay, so these are the different types of asexual reproduction. First we will talk about fission. What is fission? When parent organism divides into daughter cell, that is fission. Okay, here what happens, that single celled organism or here parent cell divides into two or more than two. Okay, two or more than two daughter cells. So that is a fission. Okay, parent simply divides into two or more than two daughter cells. Okay, fission is further divided into three types. Binary fission. Binary means bi means two. Okay, when parent organism divide into two daughter cells, that is known as binary fission. Multiple fission. Multiple means many. When parent cell divides into many daughter cells, that is known as multiple fission. And last is plasmotomy.